Hello, I'm Sigsolo, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's shape. Today's razor is a razor from Hansen and it's the first one I got back in 2020 before I even started doing videos and when they were just starting up or just beginning. Only helicopter starts up, but beginning. So it's this one. It's the HENSON MILD. This is 38.8 grams, the handle, with less embossment or, still good grip, but not as much as the new version. 3.74, inches long. And you see here, no cuts, no inserts, no nothing. Two leather slots at the bottom here. And well, this was $50 when it just first came. Then it went up to $69, and then with their version 2, I think the price went up. This is the 2 with the cuts there and the one long leather slot and more embossed knurling or pattern here. This is 39.1, so they are very close in weight, same length handle. According to Hansen, it's just a smarter design with a lot of benefits. You see there's a cut there, so you have the edge of the blade right there, rather than having a little spot there with no blade. I find this, the one, to be like the medium of the version 1. So to me, this is more efficient and a little more blade feely than this is. I did cut my mole here a week back, so I need to be more careful, and that's why I chose the original, the OG HENSON MILD. There you had it and all. The soap for today is yet another Areffa soap, and this is the one called Tarot. I cannot see it on their page, so I don't know if this is still available or if it's just out of stock or something. But this is the darkest of the soaps I've tried so far. Has the cedar, has spruce resin, has amber, still has some floral notes. It's spicy and woody, they say in their first description. Has jasmine and saffron as sophisticated floral notes to give it all, to round it all, so it's not just smoked and resined and too much. But I really like this. This is the darkest one. Scent wise, this might not be a summer soap for some, but we actually have a rainstorm here today. So it's mighty cold outside, and this is actually just what the doctor ordered. I did get it in the 50-50 set, 50 grams and 50 milliliters splash. So this does of course contain tallow bear, because that's my thing with Areffa soaps. It has all the good properties of vitamin A and D and natural-ish hyaluronic acid that really helps your skin to recover and be rebuilt and stuff. And I need that because I really had some problems down here. My brush is the first Yaqi brush I purchased. No, not the first, the second, but it's the first with a badger knot. My first Silvertip brush ever, and I really love this. It's called Dark Marble or Quasar. The ball is the special sigsolo ball that Lena, the potter down in South Greenland, the artist, very special, made for me with my name in it, with Greenlandic clay and sand, silicate sand in the mix. The the heck you had them together? Okay, let's get this party started. Hansen did start off with their... This is so old it doesn't even have a plus. It's just called L1. It's before that even. Hansen started off with the mild and the medium, and then after a lot of pressure from, I think, people like hc&c and the leather, what's the guy called that had a podcast too? Leather Wisp? No, never mind. I'll write it down below. Leather Talks. That's the one. The podcast was called Leather Talks. He made a list. He made a agreement with Daniel, and you can put your name on the list, and then if you were on the list you can get the aggressive, and then the 3+, and then finally it was just released to everyone. So I have that, the special one in the version 1, and I have the normal, or whatever you would call it, in the version 2, and then I have the aggressive one in titanium, and I have the aggressive one in titanium in the V2. So I have both of the models in titanium. So that gives me, because I have an extra copper, a new one because it looks so great. So I have 9 razors from Hansen. Okay, so I'm using the mildest one. I think the version 1 mild. Here you have it. See how little blade reveal it has? You put it to the face, no pressure needed, just need to remember to hold it to your face, and for God's sake don't press, because if you do, if you apply too much pressure, you will irritate your skin at best, or at worst, cut yourself up. So, oh yeah. Yeah. I'm 6'4", and I had some problems from back in the 90s with an accident in the military. So, well, I think the term is I broke my back, the L3 and the L4. Six months with a corset and stuff. So when the weather changes for very moist weather, from dry and sunny, like it has been for the last 2 days, my back starts aching right there in the middle, and it's one of those handicaps or diseases or conditions that are invisible, like mental health usually. So I look like a big strong guy, and I am, but I need to be careful with my back, because it takes nothing to put me horizontal for a couple of days, and today is one of those days. I'm standing up, I have pain, but you know, we need this shit, right? So, nothing else to do in this horrible weather. Kids are not outside playing, because when the wind is like this, you will be soaking in seconds, or at least in a minute. And if you are not careful, the wind will take you to Canada. So kids are inside today. So, and today is actually the first day of school, public schools, primary schools. So a lot of pictures for a lot of new school starters will be ruined by the weather here in Nuuk. But that's just, you know, the way it is. When you live in the Arctic, like we do. So, yes. Still using the V1. Oh, that's the wrong way. I can feel that there is a blade in it. And I can feel that the blade is engaging if I just follow the given angle here. But it's not menacing in any way, and I really need to resist the temptation of pressing, because you don't need to. But in some areas with the coarsest tear, you feel like just giving it just, you know, a kilo of extra pressure, or maybe 2. But I know from experience with these razors that you don't need to. And oh yeah, I forgot to say at the beginning, I'm using a feather blade on its second use, because this is one of those razors that can handle the feather blade, and that doesn't rough your face up with the feather blade in it. You know, some razors just work great with a feather blade, like the feather ASD2 I used in the last shave. And see, I managed to cut myself, as I always do with this razor. Just a little weeper here, but that's what always happens. See, yeah, that's it. A little there, a little there. And that's it. I'm done. How did the mold do? Yeah, that's great. No bloody mess. So, are you getting all your autumn scents ready? I think that this might be the beginning of autumn. But in a week we are going to Denmark. Well, not in a week. In a couple of days actually, and then we'll be there for 6 days, and then we'll go to London, my daughter and I. My wife chose to go to Spain to lie in the sun. That's not for me, so I'm taking my daughter to London instead. Before she's going to southern Italy, or to Sardinia to be exact, to Cagliari. Okay, this, the turret, let's see. Oh yeah, oh that's great. I feel the jasmine a little more in this splash, and the saffron. Then the cedar and the resin takes over. Oh yeah, and I think it's called white cedar. I'm not sure what the differences are, but I know it's not made for guitars, the white cedar, that's the red cedar. So, oh yeah, that's perfect, Amundo. Are you ready for the sound test? Okay, so here it comes. Perfect, Amundo. Like, subscribe, hit the bell and share. And you know why we do this? We do this because we are not obsessed, we're dedicated. Thanks for watching. Sigsolo out.